It's time to meet the starters, starting with the visiting Sacramento Kings. At small forward, Harrison Barnes. At the other forward position, Keegan Murray. At shooting guard, Malik Monk. At the other guard position, De'Aaron Fox. At center, Domantas Sabonis. Shooting guard position, 6'1", number 71, Dennis Schroeder. At small forward, at 6'6", number 1, Lee Davis. In the middle, 7 feet tall, number 19, Yoko Hako. At the other guard position, 6'7", number 4, Scott. At forward, 6'9", wearing number 43, Pascal Siakam.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Fox is at the point, Monk out on the wing. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And for Toronto, big men in the 4 form, it's Siakam and Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Barnes. And it's Dick in at the small forward. So Brent, is fall turns to winter, the season just getting underway.
Yeah, Kevin, and you kind of feel like, man, we're in it. We are trying to get on the floor and get ourselves to the end of the year. So, yeah, pack your jackets, get your sweats, the full sweatsuits on. We're ready to travel, and we're in the thick of things now.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Raptors on defense. Sabonis sets the pick for Barnes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Attacking is one thing, but body control another, and Harrison Barnes showing you that on that play.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Screen by Pirtle. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
It's Dick on the wing. Covered by Barnes. Siakam's shot is off. And Barnes has got the ball here for Sacramento. 4-point game. Sabonis high post. And Barnes gets double teamed. 6 to shoot. Here's Fox. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. It's Fox with the drive. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Fox at his best, driving in with momentum and speed, going right at the defense.
Pass to Dick. Now here is Pirtle. Schroeder outside. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, Schroeder just letting this long shot fly when he finds the angle he wants.
Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. On the wing, Murray. Covered by Siakam. Here's Fox. No good on that one. Good D by Barnes. This game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Hawks.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
That never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Chance now to see the numbers for Sabonis. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 19 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Monk against Schroeder. Siakam outside. Screen by Pirtle. Siakam's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Monk with a screen on Barnes. Fox, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one is good. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Now, here's Fox. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Schroeder, trailing by 2. Pass to Barnes. Takes a 3. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Barnes.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. With his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA, thanks.
Now you see it, now you don't. Siakam playing some tricks out there.
Outside, Sabonis.
2 minutes left.
A pass to Fox. He can't hit that time. Good D by Barnes. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Monk outside. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstar.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Which means we need you to get loud right now. Attention fans, and one of the Jordan Warriors squad, get loud and let them hear it. Big time for T-shirts.
Deciding to change it up. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
I see him.
1:11 left in the first. Sabonis sets the pick for Hield. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Now here is Lowry. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Ellis outside. Latray. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors with the lead. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Trent. Outside Lowry. The three. And no good that time. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Ellis. Here's Vezenkov. Here's the three. Sinks the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings ahead. They're up by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Lowry out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Nwora in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here's Trent. Nothing on the board.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptor roster.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. It's good from the top of the key. Hield's got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Trent. Shot clock at 6 over Ellis. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Lowry against Fox. Fires it up. Messi grabs the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Fox with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Fox, no good.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Trent finds Siakam. Back to Trent. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
some changes here for the Kings. Keegan Murray comes in for JaVale McGee. And Monk's subbed in for Lyles.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And he's good on the second.
Such an important cog in this team's offense. When he's on the floor, Trent Jr.'s role is to try to score as much as possible.
Now, here's Monk. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Sacramento again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Trent. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Well, if you're not outside, you got to be inside. Nice touch by Gary Trent Jr.
Pass to Murray. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Kings shooting their first free throw tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Murray. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus, but this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
And Fox gets it to go.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
Trent outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Schroeder against Fox. With the floater. Rebound by the Kings. Monk with a screen on Trent. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's his second.
And here's the
personal
numbers on Fox. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Dix checked in for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Gary Trent. Here's Barnes. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Barnes has that big body and is very nimble. Gets him to the free throw line.
We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
That's good from Barnes.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scotty Barnes has been an immediate impact player. That is not easy to do.
Barnes passes to Ellis. And here's Sabonis. Shoots over Pirtle. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Dick. He's guarded by Ellis. Barnes looking around. Hurdle with a screen on Barnes. The putback. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Barnes the screen. Here's Schroeder. And the Raptors miss again.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Sacramento moving it around. Hurdle against Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Schroeder dishes to Pirtle. Dick with it. 20-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. And again, Toronto no luck. Monk outside. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Boucher. Barnes outside. Hurdle sets the pick for Barnes. No good, unable to end this run. Kings leading now by 11. Now Monk. Still without a basket. Barnes outside. And Boucher sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Last outing for Toronto. They won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Monk outside. Down low. Here's Sabonis. Here's Barnes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. So close. Let's hear it for the participants.
Evening, folks. This first half is like a highlight reel for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, Fox is on fire, using his quickness to stay one step ahead of everyone else, creating lots of scoring opportunities.
Yeah, he's setting a pace out there that few guys can keep up with. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at Toronto. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox is at the point, Monk out on the wing. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis, and it's Barnes in at the 3. Now here's Barnes to the inside. Pirtle kicks to Barnes, 4 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. No good with the triple. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Murray, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Siakam. Schroeder outside. And Barnes gets double teamed. Siakam for 3. That shot misses. Sacramento leading by 13. Murray outside. Monk against Barnes. Outside, Fox. Sabonis sets the big for Fox. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now here's Murray. Monk finds Barnes. Sabonis sets the big for Barnes. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Sabonis' screen on Siakam. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Raptors trail by 13. Dick passes to Siakam. Barnes outside. Poeltl with a screen on Fox. And here's Barnes for 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Brent, De'Aaron Fox. I mean, how do you cover him?
Well, Kevin, the first thing I do is ask for help. I keep my other defenders aware that I'm not going to slow this guy down at any point. So try to get him to his offhand, which is his right hand, and then make sure that he's taking more shots and not being in transition, because that's where De'Aaron Fox is at his best.
And he makes the first. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Second free throw, no good.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 5. Back to Barnes. Over Monk. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Barnes.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You're offbeat. You have the camera all on you. Keep on dancing.
French checked in for Toronto. The Kings also at the sub. Fields checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Fox. Sabonis' screen on Barnes. Sabonis kicks to Monk. Sacramento again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we can lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. And that one's good. Schroeder.
This is why Schroeder has the ball in that situation. If the pick comes, he knows how to capitalize.
Fox passes to Murray. Fox looking it over. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
One shot.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, in the NBA, I'm not sure if anyone is quicker than De'Aaron Fox. I mean, when he gets going and he's moving north to south, you are pretty much helpless defensively.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Monk dishes to Heel. Back to Monk. Kings moving the ball around. That's good from Fox on the assist by Monk. Monk's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. They trail by 16. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
wants a t-shirt? It's that time, man. T-shirt time. Be louder than every person in your section. Get a shirt. It's that simple.
So both teams making some changes here.
It's always a party.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
On defense, the Kings. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Trying to make Barnes work for it, but defensively, you have to be disciplined.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Kings.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The first free throw is good. Barnes hits them both. Here's Monk. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Hield. Defended by Trent. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Monk against Lowry. Barnes outside. Back to Lowry. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Barnes can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 14. Ellis the pass to Monk. Here's Vezenkov. Pass to Monk. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, Monk dangerous from downtown. He gets him up with some volume.
Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Nobody near Barnes. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Hield. He's got 8. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Lowry kicks to Barnes. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Schroeder outside. Barnes sets a screen for Schroeder. Raptors need to get a shot off. Baseline try. That shot off. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Lowry, also Gary Trent out there, and it's Siakam in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now Lowry following De'Aaron Fox's 3-point attempt. Trent outside. Back to Lowry. Shoots over Fox. Lowry can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 14. Ellis surveying the D. Pass to Herter. Up top, Fox. Lowry covering. Shoots from 12. Fox, no good. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Outside Lowry. Over Ellis. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one.
I like watching Lowry there, operating with patience in the mid-range.
Now, here's Fox. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Ellis against Lowry. There's a good screen. Pass to Trent. A 3-ball. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Kings lead by 15.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Siakam rebounded by Ellis. Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lowry against Fox. That one drops for him.
Continuing to expand his offensive game, Fox, a potent scorer, and will fill it up in a hurry.
Toronto shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Pass to Trent. Back to Lowry. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Herter with a screen on Siakam. And here is Hield from past the arc. It's hauled in by Trent. Pass to Lowry. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Trent.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Timeout, Sacramento.
And the best dance team is coming your way, man. Here they are, your North Side Crew.
group substitution here for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for McGee. Murray comes in for Buddy Hield. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Malik Monk in for Ellis. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Defensively, you don't want to give Fox easy points at the free throw line. You want to make him beat you with the J.
Shooting for Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Fox.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Fox hits them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Barnes with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Barnes outside. Siakam for 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight. Fox passes to Sabonis. Outside, Fox. Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Siakam. Hurdle with a screen on Murray. Siakam for 3.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, an assertive Siakam is an effective Siakam.
Keegan Murray, 2nd personal foul, 1st team foul. At the line for 1, Pascal Siakam.
Kings leading now by 7. Fox with it. Sabonis' screen on Barnes. Fox inside the line. And right on target with the swish. Fox has got 12 points in just the second half.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
Siakam passes to Dick. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. No good on the 3. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Fox. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Birtle sets the pick for Schroeder. And again, Toronto no up. Kings leading now by 9. Fox passes to Barnes. Murray outside. Kings moving the ball around. Monk finds Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Sabonis' screen on Pirtle. And a deep 3 from Fox. Another miss by Fox. Barnes passes to Dick. Schroeder outside. Pass to Siakam. And stolen by Murray. Nobody near Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Back to Dick. Takes the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Now, here's Fox. Dick defending. So the Kings win it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.